Hello my friends, I'm Hondo, and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD Season 2. This is episode 66. In episode 65, we were just right near the end given a shiny new upgrade that we've been waiting for a while to our cargo ships. We've been waiting on this for quite a while, so I told you to go ahead and start replacing those immediately. And I also told to go ahead and replace the oil tankers. I had originally set them just to kind of do it whenever, but I figure, you know what, if we're going to have some of our ships get upgraded, let's just do the whole lot of them. It'll be easier that way. So, it'll take a little bit for every ship to have reached a depot, but once that's done, they will all be better. Near the end, I was trying to find a nice way to kind of even out the passenger traffic, because on this side, basically I've got ships waiting at all times. On this side we have thousands of people waiting. I wanted to plunk in an airport for this city, but they will not allow it, which is unfortunate. So I'm not really sure what else I can do unless I, you know, basically just use a passenger service on a road, which I certainly could do. That might help. In which case I'd probably just get rid of a couple of the boats, because at that point they're not really going to be necessary. As it is now, of the 6 boats I've got, only 2 or 3 are actually moving at any time, so I guess that's something we could do. We do, after all, have pretty decent bus service available in terms of vehicles, so I think I will go ahead and add a road depot in here somewhere and give us at least a couple of buses. Nope, that's not the right one. That's the right one. Wow, we have a lot of choices for buses now, but these ones down here, the Whippet, is by far the king of the road, because it can actually go really, really fast. So we will buy ourselves one of those, and we will call this, let's get rid of that for a second so I can see, because I've already forgotten the name of this city over here. I know this one's Deebrook, but I couldn't remember that one. Anyway, so this is Venus to Deebrook passengers. And we're going to have, let's say, maybe 5 of them? I'm not sure if that's right or not, but we'll start there. Okay. And I really should have not done that way. So I'm just going to take them off and then clone them properly in a minute. You don't lose anything for selling something that's never been on the road, so no worries about that. I forgot to give this thing its route before I cloned it, which is kind of silly of me. Now, where did I put the actual... There it is. Because I linked these to the docks, the icon for the docks is there, so it's really hard to... I think it's right there. It's kind of hard to see, but I can just see the flags of my thing there. Alright. And that should help. Alright, excellent. Now we can clone these. They'll probably get the same road vehicle numbers anyway, so it probably doesn't even really matter. Okay. And that gives us actually a new road vehicle we can watch. That should be good. Alright, well, let's get rolling here. This does tell me, though, I definitely need to we can get rid of a couple of these boats. Because we don't need this many of them, that's for sure. Especially since we'll now have road vehicles also pulling away at the same pool of passengers. So we'll need to give this some time to get itself in gear, of course, but that's okay. May still be able to get rid of one more boat, I think. Alright, let's try that. See, now at least, I mean, the dock is busy, but it's not full. It's not always sitting there 100% waiting for something to do, so. That is nice. I'm starting to notice a bit of a problem over here, in that they don't appear to be able to find a path over to here. So apparently, whoever designed these roads decided not to bother actually connecting them. I mistakenly thought that that was the case, and didn't set them up myself. I'm starting to see why they didn't do it, though. All these houses are in a kind of a messy spot here. I'm sure there's more efficient routes, but that at least gives them a route they can use. Oh, this is better already, actually. I can see a better path right now. There. Okay. Now they should have a decent path. There we go. Now they'll actually come over here and help. How convenient. I was wondering why I kept seeing them coming in and out of the depot so fast. It seemed odd. I knew I had a lot of vehicles, but they should have still, been in and then gone, right? But they all just were basically coming here to turn around, trying to figure out a path, but not being successful. Anyway, apparently this bridge either isn't connected or they still think that this is a better route. Whatever. They'll figure it out. Okay, excellent. So we can leave that for a while, let them sort themselves out and see if that helps or not. At this point it's too early to tell for sure, but this number doesn't look like it's changing much, but we'll come back to it and look at it later on. In the meantime, what shall we go look at next? Yeah, because none of these look like they're going to be finishing anytime soon, sadly. This one's got the lowest requirement, but it's still a very, very low capacity route. Well, granted, this has been improving, because this was, I think, 30 when I first looked at it, if I recall correctly. Which means that this train is probably going full every time now. Or very close to. And if that's the case... Okay, so it's not quite full, but it's very close to full. In that case, then, this train here could definitely use more cars. At least one, anyway. Okay. And that's what we shall do. When it gets up here to its depot, I'm just going to add another steel car. It will obviously help for the trip it's on, because it's already left, but next trip it'll start taking twice as much, and that'll be good. Okay. And now what I think it'll have done... Yeah, see, it still gave me the old crummy one, but the next time it comes in the depot on its way back, it'll upgrade that to the proper 25 instead of the weird 20. I still have never figured out why it has both those types in there, but when you go to actually buy one, it can only sell you the weaker one, yet it's a free upgrade to the better one. I really don't get what it's getting at there, but anyway, no matter. Not a big deal. Because when it comes in here, we should see it flicker a cost here just for a second, as it upgrades that second train. There we go. Okay, so it charged me 120. That's fine. Whatever. No big deal. But now it has the capacity for the full 50. instead of the 45 it would have been at otherwise, which is just odd. So it's still not going to be able to pull all the steel out of here, but it's going to get most of it, and that's good. Yeah, it'll take almost all of it. And that will help speed this up along. It'll basically double the speed this one completes at, which is very nice. And adding one car shouldn't hurt its speed too much, because these are very powerful electric trains. So if I added, 6 or 8 more cars, then I can see, yeah, it's going to really slow it down, but these things can haul 2 cars, no problem. And that's awesome. Well, let's roll here, so we can see how much this jumps now. It should jump, what would that be, about 3-4%, I think? Yeah, division by 1650 skills are apparently not so good today. So we'll let the busy bee do the math for us, that'll be nice. Not to mention that'll make this train a lot more profitable. And yeah, it looks like it's 3%. Definitely a profitable run now. Excellent, so we'll clean that up a bit. I don't think we have quite enough iron coming in for it to always be a full load like that, but it's definitely going to be more than 25, so that would be good. If ever it gets to a point where it's hauling less than 25 every trip, then I guess I'll sell that other car off again, but for now there's no reason not to leave it there. Yeah, it's going to be nearly full. Close enough for me. Awesome. Alright. Let's look on goods to Gibrook next. So this is the one that we hooked up a while back. And basically it was, let me see if I can... Yeah, I remember this one now. So this one, we hooked up to this oil field over here by boat to this oil refinery, and then we have a train hauling the goods. In fact, there it is right there, hauling said goods back to Gibrook for us. So it's hauling 60 at a time, which is pretty good, which basically means it takes a total of 70 trips to complete this, and it's already about 2/3 done, so about 15-20 more trips, I think, something like that. That's not one of mine, is it? No, okay, good. Whenever I see those, I get concerned if it's one of mine, because the name here won't necessarily match. Reason for that, of course, is I've had to go so far away to actually pick up materials that mine would count as a different city, so I get a little bit concerned when I see these, so sometimes I like checking them. Not every time, but sometimes. That's a little bit concerning. Anyway. Meanwhile, we have passengers coming in by plane here. There are a lot of passengers waiting, even though these are full. So I may at some point want to get a second plane, but anyway, we're doing okay right now, so I'm not too worried about it. Because we're picking off 100 passengers off of this mission every run, so again, 67 runs. So it's very comparable, actually, and I think we actually got the 2 missions pretty close together, too. The goods and the passengers. Both of them wanting nearly 70 trips in total, so that's alright. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Although this does mean we haven't had any chance to build anything lately, so why don't we take a quick look around the map and see if there's something worth building. That's a very large city. I think we can do something with that. Oh, look at this monster. That is ridiculous. I normally start when I'm just playing on my own. I usually start at either you know, somewhere around 1950 or 1970 or something. And cities just, even if you're servicing them right from the beginning, they don't have time to grow to this size. Since I started back at 1800, it's had 175 years, so they're doing really, really well. What I'm looking for is just something to jump out at me. I don't have any specific pattern or anything specific I'm looking for. I'm just looking for something to jump out at me as though it wants attention. I'm not sure if I'll see anything like that, but that's the whole point of looking at it like this. I could set up a nice little passenger ferry to get people on and off this island. That would be really nice of me. Either over here, or even over here. I guess that could work. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a little passenger ferry to help the nice citizens of Slunes Island here. That should get most of the city. Over here, we won't be able to get all of it, but we should get a fair portion of it. Excellent. And I guess the depot can be kind of in the middle. That's fine. So we will need a FFP. No, it's the Blakewell. I keep saying Blakewell. It's Bakewell. Anyway, a Bakewell here, and this is Slunes to what? St. Dunberg. Okay. Fantastic. This route shall be from the depot to Slunes and over to there. And what I'm also going to do at the same time is one of the new cargo ships, and it is going to be carrying mail. Its orders are going to be the same as these ones' orders. That's such a convenience. Shame I can't do it for the name as well. Anyway, that's Slunes to St. Dunberg mail. Excellent. And with that, they are both green to go. So there we go. Now, not only will the people of Slunes have the capacity to get off their island, or people can come to their island, but they can also send mail. Isn't that nice of me? In fact, they have a bank as well. I could even do a valuables one. Does this city have a bank? Probably. Well, maybe not. It's a little bit small. No, it doesn't look like they do. Oh, well, that's okay. If at some point they ever do get one, then I could even do that. Alright, so now this is active for passengers. The mail one is a bit slower, it hasn't arrived yet. That's okay, speed it up a bit. And we'll get the docks activated for mail as well. There we go. And meanwhile on this side, the boat should be just about, the fast boat should be just about there to activate this station for passengers. Very nice having a boat that goes over 100k. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. And welcome to 1976, everybody. I think I forgot to say that was 75, but oh well. Well, we actually apparently will need 2 passenger ferries. I'm okay with that. We have enough passenger traffic here for more than one boat. I don't think we'll have that much mail, though. Mail is always less than passengers. There we go. Now that is active for mail. Just now, thank you. That message buffer is always way behind. That's probably why I'm missing vehicle pop-ups too. Because it gets so busy announcing all the closures and openings of businesses that it misses other messages that I consider far more important, but anyway. So we're almost keeping up with the passengers here. At some point I may need a third boat, but I don't think I need that quite yet. Definitely not. I think we'll be okay in terms of mail loads. This thing will hold 190, and we don't have that much there. So, but it'll take about half full loads each way, and that's all right. Yeah, it's a nice little route. It's working well. Yeah, this is working just fine. I can see the next thing I need over here will be another passenger boat, though, long before I need another mail boat. Okay, and on this side. Oh yeah, we definitely won't need another mail boat, and maybe not even another passenger boat for quite a while. But this is the smaller city, so that makes sense. Alright, so the passenger boats are making plenty of money, they're fine. And the mail boat shouldn't have made anything yet, because this should be hauling its first load of mail. So we'll see what it's worth when it arrives. And yeah, that'll be totally fine. Alright folks, that looks like an excellent spot to put a cut in for this episode, so until next time, stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching, bye now.